Welcome back, everybody, to our Spotlight interview series. I'm Gina, and I'm joined today with Crystal Ryan, who is an intern here at OCH.
Hello, everyone.
So, to get us started, Crystal, what is your educational background?
So I'm currently working on my bachelor's in environmental science and policy. I will be graduating this June.
Ooh, congratulations.
Thank you.
And how long have you been with OC Habitats, and what brought you to them?
So it's been about 3 years, 3.5 years on and off. I originally was looking to gain experience for my resume, and then I ended up just staying longer than I expected because I really truly enjoyed the work. And I gained a lot of respect for what OCH strives for and what they do for the community and the environment.
So, Crystal, is there any moment in your life that made you want to protect the environment? Any specific story you have?
So it's not really a specific story. It's just kind of generally growing up. I grew up by the ocean and I always loved nature and animals. My fondest memories were just like spending all day at the beach, swimming and exploring. But I always hated seeing like the trash in the ocean and on the sand. And sometimes it'd be tangled around the animals and stuff. And then as I got older, I would hear, all the stories going around the world, environmental tragedies. And I just felt compelled to do something about it. So I wanted to start my career in this direction.
Definitely, I agree. In that similar vein, is there a certain person that has influenced you in your environmental activism, whether it's historical or personal or political?
I have a few. It's mostly just kind of personal. I just like my happiest moments were just outside or just looking at animals. So I just feel like I always wanted to make sure that that doesn't go away for future generations.
And how would you describe OC Habitats and its work here in Orange County?
OC Habitats is definitely made up of a lot of passionate, knowledgeable environmentalists, and they strive to protect the natural habitats locally and the animals in them. And they do so while providing education opportunities for the local community, which is great.
Yeah, I think you summed it up pretty well there. Could you tell us a little bit about what you're focused on here at OC Habitats?
I'm doing several things, helping them with grants and sponsorships, but I'm currently working on a presentation that will be regarding environmental injustices and how they tend to affect the poor and or minorities. And then I will also be working on some restoration projects up in like Huntington Beach, Newport area, and I'm really excited for that. But that's coming up in about a month or so.
So, aside from OC Habitats, how do you engage in environmental activism in other parts of your life?
So I just generally try to avoid using plastics or just making unnecessary trash, try to recycle, sign petitions. And I also, since my major is environmental science, I do have some information floating around in here. So I try to share that as much as I can with my peers, just spread awareness as best I can.
Great. Could you give us 3 words that describe yourself?
I would say calm, curious, and open.
I like it. I like it. And then the last question we have here is, if you were queen of the world and could do anything to protect the planet, what would it be?
I would just put as many resources as I can into trying to find a sustainable, renewable energy source. I think that right there would just solve so many problems. So
I think so too. That's a good plan.
Yes.
I'll just ask what you've learned so far through your internship experience.
Definitely learn more of the real world aspect of what I'm studying. So, in school, you're learning facts, and in an internship, you actually learn kind of how everything works together, how government works with nonprofits and the community, and you just get a different perspective, and you kind of see how it's not as easy to solve certain problems because of all of these different organizations that have to work together that want different things. And so I think that's important to realize when you're going into a certain field.
Well, that is it for our interview. Thank you so much, Crystal, for being here with us today and talking to us. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Make sure you tune in next time for the next in our Spotlight interview series. Thanks for watching,
Thank
everybody.
you.